Growth, productivity, innovation. These are words that define California farmers. They value the importance of their work and the future of agriculture.
For California and really the United States, we want to see that there's a future and there's a vision for agriculture and that people can depend on being able to make investments.
For members of the Duarte family who operate Duarte Nursery, it has been a lifelong journey with a legacy of farming for generations.
My ancestors came here in the 1800s and founded their farming operations.
One of my earliest memories of working on the farm was planting the block of grapevines there for my grandfather.
We actually worked in there during the summers, my brothers and I, and we did all kinds of work.
I was always free to do what I wanted, and my sons the same way.
The Duarte family purchased land in Northern California to expand their nursery operations. They sought out counsel from knowledgeable experts in the field to identify and map wetlands on the property. In the late fall of 2012, they contracted with a local farmer to plant a winter wheat crop on the property. But their plans to expand their business and be more productive were abruptly halted without fair warning or adequate explanation from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
When the agencies did engage us, the Army Corps of Engineers, they immediately filed a cease and desist on us, telling us that we no longer could access our property, we no longer could tend our crops.
When the government comes in with no notice, with no opportunity for you to set them straight, and shuts you down, any farmer is going to lose their livelihood under those conditions.
Pacific Legal Foundation is representing the Duarte family to protect their constitutional rights to a fair and just process.
The basic claim that we're making in this case is that the Corps of Engineers issued a cease and desist order against further use of the Duarte's farm property in Tehama County without first giving them constitutionally required notice of what they were accused of and without giving them a meaningful opportunity to set the record straight, to educate the Corps about the mistakes that the Corps was making.
Enough is enough. We've seen it too much. This is patterned behavior on part of the government. They need to come out with some real, fair, transparent requirements of what they expect from farmers.
So this is an area where we had delineated maps.
With Pacific Legal Foundation on their side, the Duarte family is going forward to establish that they are constitutionally entitled to be notified of the government's claims against them and have a reasonable opportunity to be heard before being subjected to enforcement. If the Corps had respected the Duarte's due process rights, it would have learned that the Duartes have done nothing wrong.
Pacific Legal Foundation carries a big stick, and they've got some experience that they're bringing to us.
I have highly respect for what they do. I see them taking the underdog side. I did it because I believe in what they're doing. I see the results.
It's a perfect fit for us to have the opportunity to work with such a well-renowned organization.
And we're very thankful that they saw the merits of this case, and they too believe it has meaning for farmers and for property owners nationwide.
We were born to defend people's liberties against overreaching government. Our role, our passion every day, is to protect people from this kind of conduct.
The world wants what we produce. We want to produce it. We don't know why our government would capriciously or arbitrarily step in our way of this economic development.